Is it fun to be sick? Do you want to be sick? Be it the petty flu with its pesky cough and running nose, or a serious disease like diabetes and AIDS, none of them are good or pleasant. Why then does God allow people to get sick and suffer? When I suffer from an ailment or disease, I think that God may want it that way for two reasons. The first reason is that God may want me to be in pain. Now hold on, I don't mean it in a bad way. Pain is a tool for the Heavenly Lord. It has a lot of uses. 1. It can serve as punishment. 2. It may be a test. As in, God may want to see someone go through hardships without blaming or criticizing him. And 3. It may be because God wants to teach the person something, if only that something is to take better care of yourself. Let's discuss these in a bit more detail. While I can't remember any instance where I got sick after doing something bad or stupid, I sure remember more than one instance of me being punished with pain for the same. We can also look at it from another angle. The time when I suffered from various ailments the most was the time when I turned away from God, years in the past. After I returned to faith, ailments became less frequent in my life, though they are still here. Regarding tests, it's hard for me to verify it using my personal experience. This is because if many instances of pain in my life were tests, then I have definitely failed a lot of them. Yes, I confess that I have blamed God and criticized Him a lot in the past. While I have learned not to do it anymore, complaining to God about hardship is something I have yet to cease doing. Maybe that is why God remains silent about some of my most important prayers. Lastly, God may bring pain into a person's life to teach him or her something. After all, it is undeniable that we learn the best with pain, as in painful things are the ones we remember the best. I have mixed feelings about this because I prefer to be taught with reward and pleasure. Well, who doesn't? And plethora of pain can be very tiring. Yes, speaking from experience. Another thing I can say from experience is that not only have I learned many things from painful experiences, but I have even learned something very important from sickness. In 2021, COVID hit me quite hard and gave me a solid reality check as to how important health is and that I have to take good care of it. I weighed around 100 kilos back then. I still have some 10 or so to go right now. After that, I have spent the next several years learning more about health and learned a lot of wisdom. God has led me to discover a lot of very wise people from whom I've learned not just the ways to avoid sickness, but also the ways to cultivate good health for my whole life, which I am currently implementing. This video is getting quite long, so I will share the other reason why I believe we suffer from diseases in a part 2 video. Thank you for listening to me. How about you? Have you also been punished, tested, or taught by the Lord through sickness and pain? Or maybe you know some other wise beyond these three. I invite you to share your experience in the comments.